Hello there, today is Friday the 29th of September and here is what I learned from people during this week. Lessons from dog showings. A from Birth Rules book. Choose projects with head and heart. Not equal but mutual relationships. And why to have some me time? So check it out. First, during our community life conversation, Wendt shared how things could go wrong during a dog show and what lessons you can have out of it.
It's okay when your dog decides to run the opposite direction of you and not listen to you at all and hop instead of, the nice pretty glide and not stand still. It's okay to not win and not understand why you didn't win because there is no feedback. You don't find out why the first place dog got first place and why you didn't make the cut at all on one ring and then another one you take first place.
Second, I didn't mean to mention what happened during our Code Control community catch-up call with Viktor Nesterenko and Slava Gladkov, but they say they don't mind. Definitely I won't share everything, but Viktor asked if we remember everything that was written in the How to Do Stuff book we were given at birth, and how many times our parents punished us for not remembering it. Sure, there is no such book, but the idea is that as parents, we are here to give life knowledge to our children instead of punishing them for something they don't know. Third, I still remember how during our Freelance Sucks conversation, Vallaure talked about why you should choose a project to work on not only with mind, but with heart.
You feel like you have to take on every project. So a lot of stuff, I went into the sort of pre-discussions and I would have like sort of a feeling of, not sure if it fits, but you sort of be like, it works and the money is fine and this is fine, I can do this. And whenever that happened, when I went into a project with my head and not my heart as well, things just didn't work out. And sometimes you're also going to say, we're just not fit. It's just not going to work.
Fourth, listening to Andrew Huberman Lab's episode with Dr. Paul Conti about healthy relationships, I loved very much the moment that it's okay to have not equal, but mutual relationships. It means that you don't always have to do stuff in turns. For example, if you call your friend, you don't have to wait for them to call you next time. It's equal. But you might be a person who always calls first. However, every time you have such a great conversation that you totally don't mind doing it, it's mutual. Also, they mentioned that every person has their latency of response. And when we get used to it, we are totally okay if someone is not answering us immediately. That's why I'm not answering right away, so people know about that and don't get anxious if I answer later. And check the link to this episode below. Fifth, during our Freelance Drive conversation, Vanessa Epstein shared with me the importance of having a 5-minute warm-up every morning before you start your working day.
So think about that 5-minute warm-up every morning before you start, before you check your email, before you check your agenda item, and even issues that you're actually urgent issues like have to happen right now. Go, wait a minute. This is me time. I need to actually find who I am.
And just like that, these were 5 things I've learned from people during this week. And what have you learned this week? Share it in the comments here or on LinkedIn or whenever, and let's connect. If you learned something new, share this episode with your friend. That's it. I'm done. See you next week.